Wow. All right, so the underlying energy is the Nine of Wands. Wow, guys. Okay. The situation looks like you guys are exhausted right now, really exhausted. Okay. See the Hierophant's underneath here. Now, this is automatically telling me that you're not giving up on something. There's something that you're exhausted regarding, but no matter what, you're not giving up on it. That Five of Swords was something. The Five of Swords is telling me that there was something that you guys were fighting for, something that you were really trying to get happening here. And I really feel like for some of you guys, it's like you guys are really trying your hardest to kind of keep moving, keep pushing forward, keep fighting for it. And then for some of you guys, this could indicate here that there is just this exhausted energy here. You may be contemplating just kind of throwing in the towel for some of you guys. For some of you guys as well, this could indicate here that, you know, there could be someone around you, like I was saying, someone around you that's being real brutal, and you need a second chance to look back. Perhaps there was something that you may be going after that you're really rethinking. And it could be that this is the whole thing, right? The Nine of Wands is, in a way, can be a rethinking card. Like, whoa, what the hell did I get myself into? Is this something I really want to do? Is this something I really want to commit to? Is this something I really want to get myself involved in? Because here you do have, like I said, the Nine of Wands is something that would contemplate you building a wall against the thing that you want, or the thing that you're committed to. Because that's what's in the past. You committed to it in the past, and now you're like, I don't know about this. So those are like, for some of you guys, it's like unrelentless, or it's relentless rather, constant like fighting for it. And then for some of you guys, it's like a rethinking sort of moment, like it's Seven of Pentacles situation. Like, I don't know about this. I don't know. Now, currently, there's no action being done whatsoever. Now, it makes sense with the Five of Swords, and then what it came back out was the Four of Swords, which talked about stagnant energy, nothing happening, nothing moving. The Hangman does indicate that there is no movement whatsoever. Nothing's going down. Nothing's moving. And I do get this feeling that with the Hangman energy here, there is this need to kind of see things from a different perspective. So there is like this kind of like this energy here where you're like, hold on a second. Let me just like maybe think about what I want, because I don't know if this is exactly it, right? This is just kind of this energy here that you need to really gain a different perspective, because what your desired outcome is the Eight of Cups. You kind of just want to just kind of, you want to just find your own cup. You want to go out and find your own, happiness. And the Eight of Cups does indicate that there is this walking away energy, this energy in which you're kind of emotionally down with the situation. But then at the same time, it could be that you're emotionally done with how things have been, and you're ready to go ahead and take on a new way of love, a new way of loving yourself, or loving the relationship, or loving, or being involved in this relationship, going after what it is that you truly want in a relationship, period. But the thing that's keeping you from being able to do this Eight of Cups, which is potentially walking away, going after what your heart's desire is, really finding what it is that you want, is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, it can mean two things, right? It could be that the situation is here because of the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's not letting you go. Somebody's like in love with you. Someone that's grounded and is not letting you go. Right? It's conforming. And at the same time, you had the Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles in here. I mean, you guys feel suffocated. You guys seriously feel suffocated. And then at the same time, it could be that there is like, you guys feel like for some reason, I feel like the reason why you're not able to go after what your cup is has to do with perhaps committing to yourself, committing to what you want, committing to your value, being independent. And I don't think you guys have a problem with being independent. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, though, is committing to just going ahead and finding it, taking it, just saying, no, this isn't really what I'm looking for, and truly going out there and finding what you want. Because it's been a long time coming. It's been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I don't think you've really been satisfied. I don't think you've been waiting for something, and it's not at the peak of it. I don't think it's matching the value of who you see yourself, but it has to change, right? What has to change, what has to give. Really, it has to do with how you feel about yourself. The external will always reflect how you are in the inside. So if the external is not matching you in the inside, then there's something in regards to your inside that needs to change for it to reflect in the outside. And I'm not saying that you guys are causing the situation for yourself. No, it just means that there is a new way of loving yourself that's coming up, Sagittarius. Very similar to Virgo and I believe Aquarius right now, you guys are changing in the way you guys love yourself, which is totally fine, totally acceptable. It is what it is. And it's just now there's new boundaries that need to come into place. Now there's new boundaries that need to be reinforced. You're a new individual, you're independent, you're strong, but you need to change the boundaries because they're not working, right? You've been waiting here forever. And at the same time, you guys could be so hella committed to somebody, and because you've been waiting so long for something, you've been waiting for this to come in. This is your manifestation, right? It could be that, right? And it's hard for you to let go of this because you are committed to this. Now, in your best path to follow, you have death. So, sorry, the devil, excuse me. So you have the devil in your best path to follow. So it's talking, death is entrapment, right? It feels very suffocating. Again, it's another suffocating kind of card. I don't know who it is that's obsessed over you, or you're obsessed over them, or there's some sort of energy here that talks about like toxicity, and some energy that's like you can't really peel away from, you feel like you can't peel away from. And that's the illusion of the devil, actually. You actually have all the power in the situation. I know it don't look like it. Trust me, I know it doesn't. But believe me, you never lose power. Never, ever, ever. Never lose the ability to do something. You're never trapped in a situation. You're never bound to anything. So when the devil comes up, it's only asking you if you truly do have power. Show that power. Right now it's all about showing your power, showing it. And if you feel trapped in it, take off the chain, walk away. It's not for you, right? It's like, it is what it is. The other person's gonna have to deal with it. It is what it is. But you don't have to feel like you're stuck in a situation where you don't feel comfortable, where you don't feel like you're actually getting what you want out of it. Now, at the same time, for those of you that are maybe holding on to the relationship, not because you're committed to it, right? Like, there may be certain behaviors that you're doing that may cause this connection, or cause you to feel like, you're incapable of leaving, right? There's something that's comfortable here. Like, the devil can be very comforting. And it could be that, yeah, you may want to go out and find something new and go after what it is that you truly want. You may want to make something happen within your relationship, but you're not committing to it, right? Because maybe there is something here that there's some old habits, some old behaviors that need to be mended, need to be resolved or changed. Because the Queen of Pentacles, she is in the position of blockage. So there is this thing, something about committing and routine that comes up. What is it within your routine that perhaps is causing the relationship or the dynamic in your relationship to be so unhealthy, potentially? Okay. For some of you guys, it could be just saying that you perhaps need to just be a little more intimate with your partner. For some of y'all, you guys may be exhausted. Maybe there's some like stagnancy in the intimacy portion of it. You just need to get it on. It's totally acceptable as well. Maybe you've been waiting for somebody to just initiate when you actually just need to just go ahead and take it out on yourself. Right? Just initiate that on your own. For some of you guys, that could be the case. And hopefully it's that simple, and it's and it's not like super big for you guys, like I'm reading for a lot of other people potentially. Because in your feelings, you have the Ten of Pentacles. You are committed. You're committed to it. You don't want to change it because you're committed to it. It's not, so that's why I feel like I have not said like, ooh, you haven't committed to this yet. No, you are committed. You're hardcore solid on this thing. There's nobody, like if you had to stand on a bridge, there's no pushing you off. I would you're like a boulder, you're like a boulder in the middle of a street. You're gonna need like 1,000 people to push you off. People don't understand. Pisces and Sagittarius, y'all could be real stubborn for mutable signs. Nobody can make you do anything you don't want to do. And as a matter of fact, if you feel like this is exactly your wish, this is everything that you've been ever wanting, then yeah, that's, you feel solid in this connection, you ain't going nowhere. It may not be exactly what you've been desiring. Maybe this commitment has changed within you, or how this Ten of Pentacles is changed, what your visionary is, but that doesn't mean that you're not committed to this connection. So it's definitely not saying to break up. But there's something here that in this relationship that's leaving you dissatisfied. Eight of Cups is like walking away from cups, walking away from offer, because it's not what you were looking for. That's your desire. Your desire could be that you don't want to walk away from it, or you don't want someone else to walk away from this. Now, the situation here, for very small pieces of you guys, that maybe there's a situation here where somebody is, maybe you're worried about this outcome potentially happening because perhaps you haven't been doing a lot of things, and therefore the person with you could be seeing you as a Pentacles, or seeing you as someone that could be very boring right now because they've been waiting on some sort of action on your part. That's for very few of you, but that's kind of an extra message I'm getting. Okay. But the situation here is just like, you guys are committed to it. There's no doubt about that. And it's, the Ten of Pentacles is the most healthiest commitment I can see right now. Other than the Devil, you know what I mean? The Hierophant's pretty healthy too. It's just that Devil energy. Why do you feel disempowered? Maybe there's an imbalance in this relationship. Maybe someone's being more codependent. Are you guys taking care of somebody in your relationship? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of aspects to the Devil. There's a lot that can go into it. What's going on in your situation, and really make sure that this was something that is actually a relationship proper. You don't want somebody in your life, right? Or maybe you do, right? Somebody that's in your life that's willing to just kind of lay down and let you take care of them. If you're not getting what you want out of this relationship, perhaps it's time to look at the behaviors, the patterns, the situation within it. What is missing? What is lacking? What needs to be changed, right? And don't believe that you don't have any power, because literally the Magician is at the very end of this. Is the opposite, is on the other side of this reading, showing you that you have everything that you ever needed to be able to handle a situation like this. You've got everything you need. You've always had the tools. All you need to do is conduct it. How do you conduct it? By looking at the patterns in this situation, looking at your patterns, looking at your partner's patterns, seeing where the balance is in this relationship. Perhaps this relationship is karmic. Either way, there is some things regarding one's behavior that can help you with what you're going through. Because your hopes and fears is the Page of Cups. You want to pursue love. You want something small. You want something that's sweet, innocent, precious. You want this. And it's totally acceptable, totally understandable. You've reached the ending of a cycle emotionally. The hard work, that grunt work is pretty much done. Now it's what do you want, right? What do you want to feel in your relationship? You want to feel that small spark of romance. And that's totally acceptable. And you can manifest that as yours for the taking. But you have to go get it. You have to figure out what's going on and then go get it. Change it and go get it. Let's see what the romance angels. I'll pull the romance angels after the Whispers of Love. But we'll see what the Whispers of Love says for this week. Wow, it says practice compassion. I will definitely believe that for yourself, right? See things from a different perspective. The Hangman. It is. It's something that you need to take a closer look at right now, Sag. Something is just, there's more that meets the eye. There's more that meets the eye. What's the number of this? 15. That's the same number for the Devil. Wow. And yeah, literally, the situation looks like you're committed, you're solid in this relationship, no doubt about it. You're not giving up on it, nothing. But it's not where you want it to be. You're exhausted. You're almost at the end of the situation, but there's something that needs to change. There's a change of perspective that's needed. And the Nine of Wands is very much the same way. The person that's standing there guarding needs to change the perspective about where he is, so that way he can finish the cycle. Because how he's looking at it is almost feeling like he's trapped, he's stuck here. He's built up a wall, he's closed things off because he's exhausted and he's beaten down. But if he remembers what he's in there for, if he remembers what he's fighting for, he will be able to act accordingly, right? But right now it's all about looking at what's actually going on. What is the dynamic of the relationship? Is it healthy? Is it toxic? What needs to be changed? And then taking action on that, Sag. Oh my goodness, it's safe for you to love. Oh my goodness. Open your heart to give and receive the highest love of all. The highest energy of all, excuse me. Maybe you guys are protecting yourself from love right now. Maybe you guys, yeah, maybe that could be it too. And perhaps this is somebody that's offering you some sort of love offer, and you're not sure how to take it. But it's also saying that this is safe for you to love, right? It's safe for you to go ahead and be, you know, to observe, to watch, to take a look, to take action, to do what you feel that you want to do. This is your relationship, no one else's. So take control if you want to. This is your life.